Hello and welcome to another episode of BzG News. Thank you for joining us. And I am joined today by my great co-hosts and even better friends, the bisexist from Texas, Henry Montiero.
The bisexist from Texas?
And my favorite chunky...
Am I sexist against bi people?
And my favorite chunky punk, Ricky Baldazan. Hey guys, how are you doing today?
Hi.
I'm the bisexist from Texas.
With the world heavyweight champion, the bisexist from Texas, facing Hulk Hogan.
And if you don't know what we do here at BzG
We
News...
make stupid jokes.
We make stupid jokes like that, but we also like to talk about the nerdy news, pop culture news, all that good stuff right here for your enjoyment. And today we've got a couple interesting things, but before we get into the news, Henry, let's discuss your fucking shirt.
This is stupid.
This is the dumbest shirt. So Henry went to Paris, and as you see at the bottom, he went to Disneyland Paris, and it says Disneyland Paris, but Mickey Mouse is an American flag. They definitely did not think about this one. There's some miscommunication here where, like, that shirt probably went to all of the Disneyland locations, and then they're like, okay, put Paris on this one,
My favorite...
Tokyo on this one.
I love to think people are possibly genuinely buying this, because I bought it because it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are people who are like, I need a memorial for Disney in Paris.
Exactly.
The by Disney in Texas. I know
Shout out
what
to Esqueleto Mariachi, our good friend Fluffy, who's hanging out with us today.
Yes.
The rivalry.
The rivalry will live on between the Chunky Punk and Fluffy in Smash Brothers.
Oh, I will sock you in the face.
So, we
Can't snuff the
We got
fluff.
some interesting news today. Blink-182 is
Man
a
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Is a man.
Is a man.
Is a man.
And a band. They're one of their guys, Tom DeLonge, left a little while back, probably like a year
Tom
ago.
to long time no
Already?
see.
Has that already been a year?
I feel like it's been like
No.
at least it was like last August or something. It was like last fall that it happened.
Really?
I think so.
Huh.
I know. Time goes by fast.
What?
Yep.
Okay. I
know.
believe it.
Guess what? We started the show April 1st, and it is coming up to August 1st very soon.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
We've been doing this for how long? I went on our YouTube page for the first time the other day.
Which you can check out in a link below, a picture of my face eating pizza.
And holy shit, do we have a lot of videos.
Yeah.
Like,
We have a lot.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like we've been doing this long at all.
No.
And so we are the amount of views we have that I was looking at, we are entering 700. So we're almost 1,000 views total,
Jesus Christ.
which is really awesome.
I'm
So
really
thank
Is
you.
that is that like everyone who's watched? Like, do they count people multiple times?
I didn't even count people. It's like each time a video is watched. So,
Yeah. So yeah, the same thing, like the same way YouTube does it. Like
Oh,
the same
okay.
person can watch a video over and over again.
Yeah.
They could, like, yeah.
So it's just the total
That's still
amount.
a lot, though.
Yeah, that's
Like,
still a
I
lot.
am-
So thank you to all of our
No.
supporters out there. It's not like we have a lot. I said all of our supporters out there, like we have like hundreds. But
We are our
shout out
own
to
country.
shout out to our like 10 supporters out
Fluffy
there.
has watched it 900 times.
Yes.
I
But
just
going back to
love watching us.
Blink-182, Tom DeLonge left, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And
He's now dead.
So Matt Skiba toured with them. Matt Skiba is from Alkaline Trio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've talked about they're gonna go in to record a new album in August, which will be cool.
Really?
Which will be interesting to see
With-
how Skiba
Yeah,
works.
with
Yeah.
Matt Skiba. Okay.
Yeah. Which will be interesting. I just
I dig
felt
it.
like, starting with that, I just saw it like right before we went up. So.
I dig it.
No,
Yeah, I
how will
dig it
they
as well.
survive without Tom DeLonge?
Oh, they will.
Exactly.
They will.
He was the worst part of that band.
What else do we have?
So something I'm gonna share in the chat here is I wrote an article yesterday. I've been playing a lot of that Rocket League, and I really enjoy it. But playing a lot of the online, I've noticed a lot of things that people should probably... I wrote up a guideline list that people should try to follow if they want to be a respectable Rocket League player. because it's a silly game. You're not supposed to take it too seriously, but there's like little things in it that like if you do it, you're like sort of an ass.
Wait, that game isn't political satire?
Is this how like religion started?
Yes, this is how religion started in a way.
The Ten Commandments on how to be a better Rocket League player. Number 1.
And I actually do have 10 rules. I have 10 rules now. I'll just
Damn.
I give more reasoning for each one, but I'll just talk about like the basic like first sentence for each one. So 1, do get it. It's a fucking awesome game. Free for PS Plus owners,
2,
but it's
get
also
good.
available on PC if you want to try it there. 2, don't leave teammates behind just because you're losing. You have the option to leave a game.
That sucks.
So
Never be that guy.
never be that guy.
Yeah.
Don't point hog. You can read a little bit more about how
hog.
point hogging works. Don't boost hog. Again, you can read a little bit more about that. If you're watching this on Twitch, I post the link right in the chat for you. If you're watching this on YouTube, which we'll probably export to later, I'll probably leave a link in the description below.
You know, fan bases start scaring me as soon as they start making words for for their game. Like listening to League of Legends players is like listening to like Germans talk about Swedish.
All right, and then I go on. Don't tell me you're going to defend, and then don't defend. Don't do that. Do give a heads up if you do plan to defend. Don't celebrate too early. Do be courteous. Do have fun. And do equip the Kinda Funny Team Fat Flag. If you don't know who they are, you should go check them out at youtube.com.
And the most important rule, have fun.
I just started playing.
You just started playing Rocket League. How do you like?
I love it. I loved the main menu when I started playing it because it's like the music.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then like seeing the cars and stuff, it like gets me into wanting to play the game. And then I finally started my season, and
I hated it.
You start. It's a good, and that's how I started it as well. I did an exhibition accidentally where it was like only me in a map, and I got like a bunch of achievements for just playing like your first match, getting your first goal, and all this stuff. So that was nice. But then before going online, I did a season, and it's a good way to sort of get used to the game before
you're just
you
playing
try to.
with bots and stuff. It's really cool. It reminded me about how fun I had playing like Madden and doing my season then.
Exactly.
Like, I haven't played a
It's
game
just-
like that in a
It
while.
reminds me of NFL Blitz or NBA Jam.
Or like, and then the fact that like they make you like they let you make your own team and stuff. Like mine has the all black cars, pirate flag, and my team name is the Skullfuckers.
Yeah, I remember for one season I just called myself Dix.
yeah. That's I like that.
Is
I
it
have
all
the,
I hope it's all in lowercase with a period at the end, so just dicks.
When it shows you on the screen, it's all
Capitals.
capitalized. Something I do want to point out, if anybody is watching this who worked on Rocket League, I highly doubt it. But if you did work on Rocket League, something that I do appreciate, in like the chat, it'll block if someone has like an inappropriate name, they'll block it off with asterisks. But it still shows it on like the main thing when like Titty Fucker 297 scored, you know? It still shows that on the main screen, so that might be something you guys want to look into. It. I appreciate what you're doing and trying to making this a family-friendly game. So there's still some little things that you might want to touch base on.
Yeah.
Who the hell would put that as their name?
God forbid, like they get heat for that because it is a really cool game.
Oh yeah.
I bought it too.
Have you played it much?
No.
No. You've had a lot of that Batman Arkham Knight to play.
Yeah.
So. And we just put up a video yesterday of our Batman Arkham Knight review discussion, which all of us gave pretty good scores on. Would you change your score at all?
Bruce Wayne is Batman. Spoilers.
Oh my god! You gave it an 8 out of 10. Would you change it at all so far?
No, I still feel like it. I give Man-Bat a 10.
A 10 out of just
Man-Bat is pretty sweet.
So moving on.
Man-Bat is love.
A tragedy has happened in the journalism world. From a shit site. Nate, you tweeted about this. I saw this. And then, you can stop now.
What happened?
So, and they were talking about this on Colin and Greg Live throughout this last week. Gawker is a website. And Gawker is sort of a corporation that owns like a lot of different websites.
Kotaku, Jezebel, IO9.
Do they own Polygon? Or that's someone else?
I think that's someone else. Kotaku's their gaming website.
Yeah, but Kotaku and all that stuff.
Okay.
So, Gawker reported this piece of news where someone this
Do you need me to help explain it?
Yeah, I just need to... This private citizen, who happens to be the CFO of a company, who's a family man, he's married, he has kids, was texting a gay...
male escort.
A gay male escort / pornographer to sort of have like a meetup in like Chicago or something, and they're just sort of exchanging, and he was gonna give him money and all of this stuff. And it was basically like, it was all consensual at this point. And the male escort decided to sort of look up who this guy was and found out that he's the CFO of a company, but also that his brother used to be part of the Senate. And this male escort had like some problems with tenant issues at his apartment or something. He had like some bullshit going on. So he was basically trying to blackmail this dude into helping him out with his tenant problems or whatever. And the CFO like bailed. He still like gave him his money that he was gonna give him and stuff. He was like, oh, I can't make it and all this stuff. Basically, probably because he was spooked, because he was like, I didn't want this guy to know who I was and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And the reason why Gawker is getting a lot of the hate, this guy probably went to a bunch of places to try to report this. Gawker is basically endorsing blackmail, and they're totally outing this dude for being gay or whatever he is. There's definitely something going on.
They're also publishing his personal texts.
Yeah, they're also publishing personal texts.
What the fuck?
And
also
there's just something very shady about the whole thing, especially about the dude who's blackmailing this guy. Because the CFO put out this statement. He's like, I have no idea what's going on. Like, I've never heard about this before.
Also, the guy who gave the lead also said things like Russians caused 9/11. And Obama is Hitler.
Yeah.
So basically, they're publishing a crazy guy's blackmailing of a CFO.
Yeah, so they're endorsing this sort of blackmail bullshit, and it's just... The ridiculous thing is from what I understand, and I'm sort of studying journalism right now, I'm just getting into the iceberg, so it's hard to really like wrap my head around it. But from what I understand, the editors were all fine with publishing this, and then the business side of Gawker came in and said, we need to take this down, and none of the editors approved of that, but they still took it down. And so the two main like editors, like chief editors or whatever, have left the company to defend their publishing of this bullshit article.
What the fuck?
There's also
Colin Moriarty from Colin and Greg Live is on the spot when he says, this is the hill you want to fucking die on. This is what you're going to fight for, is a bullshit article that's fucking garbage, that totally outs a private citizen.
And also like a previous like writer for Gawker like came out on Twitter and was like, yeah, they also made us make up rape stories and just like have it so that it's like we accuse like this guy of raping this girl even though there was never any report of it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so Gawker's a shit site, and from here on out, we will not be supporting any Gawker site. We will not be reading any news from Gawker, any Gawker-endorsed site, so no longer will we be reading from Kotaku, which is unfortunate, because we don't know if some main editors from Kotaku had anything to do with this. We don't know, but it's just it's a company that is part of something that we don't want to be a part of.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to be associated with this.
Exactly. In the famous words of Hannibal Buress, I do not want to be associated with this. So
an official Hannibal Buress
stamp.
That's a long ass stamp.
Yeah.
I do not want to be
associated with this.
And this brings back our conversation we had with a supporter of ours, Mark Hall 95, who wanted to be on the show, but he had some personal views of homosexuality that we did not agree with, and that's sort of why it's association. You know, I choose not to stop at Goodwill because they totally support like non-homosexuality and like taking that down, you know.
I mean, there's a reason there's no Chick-fil-A in San Francisco.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and
why none of us saw the Ender's Game movie.
Exactly, and it's not like I go into Chick-fil-A or Goodwill and we're gonna immediately start debating on homosexual views and all that stuff. It's just you believe in something that I do not want to be associated with, so we will not do business with each other.
Yeah.
That is the whole thing.
We're not gonna have you on our show and slightly promote what the fuck you're doing and
and it's like no, we're not talking about the issue, but it's a gray area.
Yeah.
And it's just something that we do not support, and it's something that just we don't want to be associated with. So
we're on here to support our opinions, not.
Yeah.
You just walk into a Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I'd like the homo hater special.
Yeah, and that's something that's interesting as well. That I don't know. We'll talk about. There's something that I want to talk about after the show that we don't need to go into because we have some more news. That's just something I wanted to bring up because I want to go into journalism. I want to go into this whole like hosting on YouTube, like gamer sites and stuff. So I thought it was an important thing to talk about, and it's definitely, it's just fucked up and it's stupid.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Why even?
On to happier news. So we've been playing that Batman.
A man has been found dead.
We've been playing that Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
So much. Have you 100%ed it? No.
I took a complete break from it.
That's good.
Yeah. I am like 55% of the way in the plot.
Because I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to dislike the game now, so I'm gonna get some.
See, I love Batman so much that I could just never get tired of it. Like, I think like the drone stuff is not Batman whatsoever, but I'll probably go back to that game in a couple weeks.
I'll talk about the Batmobile stuff later
so
with
will
you.
I, just to like 100% it, but for right now, like. I spent so much time in that game. I'm like, I need a break.
So there's a special Easter egg that has been recently found. And I'm not going to tell you what exactly it is. And if you want to know what it is, I'll post a link in the chat. It has something specifically to do with...
Man-Bat?
Man-Bat, yes! All I'm going to say is that you should set your PS4...
Oh, I heard about this.
The date of Halloween, October 31st. And then complete the Man-Bat side story. And then just roam around. That's all I'm going to say.
That's fucked up. How?
Dude,
you're like, I don't want to do that.
I was going to message you and tell you about this, man.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw it yesterday, a couple of days ago. Yesterday.
Did you see it?
No, I have not personally done it because I haven't touched Arkham Knight since I did like the whole playing through all of New Game Plus.
Yeah.
I was trying to get that platinum. But you know what? There's some of those trophies on there where I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to have the skills to do that.
Yeah.
But I am going to platinum Rocket League.
Oh well, yeah, that's your jam right
now. But the thing with Rocket League, there's a lot of grinding because you have to do. Well, it's not really grinding, as you see in MOBAs and all that fucking shit.
Yeah.
But it's. You got to be dedicated because there's one trophy where it's like unlock all battle cars and then unlock all items. And there's a lot of fucking items in this game. So...
Sir, at the high school dance, they're grinding on the dance floor. You just go there, there's like blue slime everywhere.
So, I will be platinum that.
Okay.
It's going to take a while, though. Stillheart asks, is Rocket League good? If you want to see our thoughts on Rocket League, you can check out our YouTube channel. Down below, a picture of me eating pizza. Click on that picture. It'll send you to our YouTube page. And we have a show called Quick Reviews, and I give my thoughts on Rocket League on Quick Reviews.
Being on the show is like being the ultimate like teaser in like a sexual partnership, because then it's just like, oh, do you want this? Well, you got to do this.
Yes.
We got to negotiate. Like,
but I will tell you now, I do really enjoy it.
If you want to access our YouTube page, give us $5.
And again, you can scroll up through the chat. The chat hasn't been very long, but we do have a couple people watching us, which is awesome. If you want to go up in the chat, I posted up a link from an article I wrote last night about the do's and don'ts of Rocket League. But moving on throughout the news. So we talked about...
I'm going to head into the chat.
We talked about Rocket League. We talked about Arkham Knight. All this shit's fucking up. I hate working with this.
Right.
This needs to be connected to that.
Right.
This needs to be its own thing. It's fucking ridiculous. I should get 2 wireless mouses.
Ridiculous.
But then I'd have too much power.
In the words of
and
Kanye,
in the
it's
words
ridiculous.
of a great man in our generation, no one man should have all of that power.
Shut up.
Someday we're going to make you listen to that album.
IGN wrote today, yesterday. Disney officially announces Captain America Civil War, Star Wars The Force Awakens, and more will be at D23 Expo.
Sweet.
Anthony Kudo, remember how Marvel Studios didn't go to Comic-Con? Fear not, true believers, as Disney have announced they're bringing Captain America Civil War to the D23 Expo in Anaheim alongside other major upcoming releases like Star Wars The Force Awakens, Alice Through the Looking Glass, The Jungle Book, and much more. Whoa. So the basic news here is, don't worry, we're going to get more of mainly Captain America soon. Yeah. That's what I'm more excited about. People are going to be excited about Star Wars. I'm fucking good on Star Wars.
Yeah.
I've had I don't need to see anything else.
Yeah, it's going to give away too much. I'm just going to
We're all just
But we do have more Star Wars news to talk about.
Can you imagine if
later on
we do an entire episode review of Star Wars when it comes out and the whole thing is just oh
yeah,
us just crying.
Yeah. We're gonna have to take a winter break at one point, a good week or two, because I'm gonna be in Cleveland when Star Wars comes out. Actually, I found out that
I need to go watch it with you, though.
No, I need to see it with my dad first. Okay, that's the rule. Because I have seen every Star Wars movie that has come out in theaters during my lifetime.
With your dad.
I have seen first with my dad, so I have to wait. So, bitch. Something I found out. We both go to City College, right? Mm-hmm. Star Wars comes out. See you later, Henry. Star Wars comes out the very last day of our semester, which is December 18th. That's the last day of finals.
Yeah.
If you don't know, we're all college students except Henry.
Yeah.
He just graduated high school.
Did someone say Smash Mouth?
You're adorable, Henry. There you go. So, yeah. Disney Expo. It'll be fun.
Sweet.
I'm excited to hear about more Captain America. Because I'm just very interested to see how they're going to make it into a movie.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that they can't do.
Yeah.
They don't have Fantastic Four, so it's hard for them to do the whole negative zone, all that stuff.
Right.
A lot of interesting stuff. Martin Freeman's in it. What the fuck is he doing in this movie?
He plays Spider-Man.
And he's playing a Black Panther character, correct?
I believe so.
He's playing... I forget what his name is, but I'm pretty sure it was a Black Panther character. No,
moving on.
Yeah.
IGN writes, Matt Porter.
That's not what he said.
Matt Porter from IGN writes, Journey PlayStation Gear store opens. To coincide with he wrote this yesterday, today's PS4 release of Journey, there's now a section of the PlayStation Gear store dedicated to the game. Currently, the centerpiece of the store is the Journey statue. It stands 11 inches tall, 8 inches wide, and
you
10
can shove it
inches
right up your ass.
deep. Deep. Really cool. I'm not going to get it. But Journey came out on PS4 yesterday. Have you played Journey?
I should buy it.
I haven't played it. I was very surprised. We had a discussion on the way here. Ricky has never played Journey, and I thought out of all of us, you would have played Journey.
We should Journey together.
No. It needs to be an experience by yourself.
For some reason, when I had my I still have my PS3.
Yeah.
I never even heard of it until I went on the PlayStation Store this fucking morning and saw the whole section dedicated to it, and was just like, what the hell is this? And then I watched the trailer, and it totally reminded me of Ico and Shadows of the Colossus, and I was just like, this looks really cool. And then we got in the car, and you were yelling at me, how have you not played this?
I was so surprised because you've had a PS3. I had an Xbox 360. The only reason I played Journey on the PS3 when it originally came out was our good friend Annie Vogt. Shout out to her. I was over at her house one day. She's like, you need to play this game. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll play it at one point. She's like, no, I'm making you sit down playing this game. I was like, am I going to be able to beat it in one day? She's like, yeah, you'll be able to beat it in a couple of hours. It's a great fucking experience. Both of you need to play it.
The moment I get back to Tasha's house, I'm going to buy it and play it.
I would suggest a Let's Play, but it's not even a game that you should Let's Play. It's just,
you need to play it yourself.
You need to... It's an experience.
Okay.
I don't talk this pretentiously about a lot of video games.
He doesn't. He
But
really
I
doesn't.
honestly, it's not one of my favorite games of all time, but it's definitely one of the greatest games of all time.
It's like the
He
same
just
thing
starts
with...
talking about Donkey Kong 64 like this. Like, it's a game you need to experience.
I don't think Donkey Kong 64 is a game you need to experience, but I do love it so.
It's like the same thing goes for Ico and Shadows of the Colossus, where it's like I can tell you how good it is all I want, but that's not
But
going to
like,
give it
it's
the
not going to
justice.
show you how good it really is.
Yeah, like the whole point of the game is like to see it yourself, and that's what makes it so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with Journey. Like, I understand where you're coming from and where that is. It's a great looking game.
I'm very excited for both of you to play it because I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
And you can even do a quick review on it if you want.
Oh,
Since it's like technically a re-release.
Yeah,
So
I will.
over at GameSpot,
I'm reviewing Roadhouse. We don't even have age limits.
Alex Newhouse writes, "This is now the most requested game for Xbox One backwards compatibility. At first, it was Red Dead Redemption,
Why?
which was a very interesting. Yeah, like a lot of people love that game.
Because they like cow more.
Bully Scholarship Edition, like backwards compatible now.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it doesn't really matter because none of us own an Xbox One,
Yeah,
so
I
we don't
know.
really give a shit. But this is
Yeah,
for,
I don't have a VCR.
But this is not for us. This is for the audience, so the audience knows. You know, they might be Xbox.
You think
people.
they own Xbox Ones? VCRs?
So, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is now the game most requested to receive backwards compatibility support on Xbox One, which I don't understand.
Why?
wouldn't you request like an Xbox exclusive game?
Yeah.
I'm very curious to
Like
find out like why those aren't number one. You know?
Yeah.
Because
So
people
the
who own
list-
Xbox
the-
Ones are meatheads?
The list right now. Let me see. Mass Effect is an Xbox exclusive, right? No.
Yeah. No, wait, no, it's
I have
not.
it on
No,
PS3.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
it on PS3.
Like, Gears should have been...
There is
Like, I know a lot of people hate
one
Gears.
game on here that's an Xbox exclusive. So from 1 to 15,
Is it
starting
Gears
from
of
1,
War?
Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Red Dead Redemption, The Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 2, Halo Reach, Call of Duty Black Ops, Gears of War 3, Fallout 3, Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Mass Effect 3, Call of Duty World at War, BioShock Infinite, Fallout New Vegas, Left 4 Dead 2.
You see this?
Halo Reach and Gears of War 3 are the only two.
You see this? This is a list of meathead games. That's why there's so much Call
BioShock
of Duty.
Infinite is an amazing game.
It is.
It is.
That's
Which is like
I know a lot
PlayStation
of
is
me
sort
has
of
played.
it has that and Call of Duty and then I mean like Mass Effect
Yeah.
and then meathead games. I
I'm
love Gears of
surprised
War,
that
but
Mass
it's a
Effect
meathead.
3 is the most requested Mass Effect game.
I
Because a
thought,
lot of
like-
people shit on that one.
It's because the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a good game, like,
But it
throughout
just
the
doesn't-
game. Like, it's
it doesn't-
fun as fuck, but the
Yeah.
last... Like, the ending shits on you so much
Yeah.
that everyone hates that game. That's the reason why the second one's so good. Is because of that fucking
Do I have to play
ending.
the first Mass Effect to enjoy Mass Effect 2?
Yes.
Yeah. You have to...
I actually don't know. I've never played.
Mass Effect 1, like, Mass Effect 1 is kind of like for, like, character building, storyline.
I should get
wise.
Mass Effect 1 done.
And then play Mass Effect 2, because Mass Effect 2 is really great, but Mass Effect 1 is like storyline and connection and stuff
Just
like
go on this list. Number one choice for Xbox One backwards compatibility: Uncharted 2.
that. But yeah, I understand Gears, sort of.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I understand that. I
Gears
understand.
is a fun game.
It is.
Halo Reach is the best one in the series for me. I love that one the most.
Halo Reach is the one where you have like the group of people, right? And it's not about. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
That one
Excuse
was-
me,
that
the
was-
best one's Halo ODST.
Shut up. That one is like the best one.
Yeah.
I understand those two, but like everything else is just kind of like what I understand wanting Mass Effect and Fallout, duh, but that's just stupid.
All right.
Like,
I
Moving
agree.
on.
Yeah.
I especially get Fallout because like people would want to play that since now they have Fallout 4 coming.
yeah,
Which I think Fallout 3 is going to be. It has to be backwards compatible at one point because if you buy Fallout 4 on the Xbox One, it comes with Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
So they have to do that at one point.
What's next?
Over at GameSpot.
That
GameSpot. Sorry.
They spotted some
I have
games.
GameSpot and GameStop like right next to each other, so I'm like,
Yeah.
what
So-
website am I reading this from?
So have they stopped games yet?
GameSpot, Eddie writes, GameStop will pay you $200 in cash for your PS4 right now. So if you're looking to get rid
Or I
of your
could play
PS4,
For some reason.
for some reason, you can trade it in, get $200 for trade credit, which the cash value is usually $160. So if you want to just get straight up cash, you can do it for $200. I might turn in my PlayStation 4 at one point if they announced the new PlayStation version for America, for the U.S. region. They've talked about it in like Europe and Japan.
Now with more wind resistance.
Yeah, it's supposed to be energy efficient. It's supposed to not be prone to heating up.
Yeah.
So, and that's what my PS4 has been doing a lot recently. Ever since I put in that 2 terabyte hard drive.
Too much.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it just might be.
I like my
I don't know,
PS4.
I'm scared.
It's a tender baby.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same boat with you.
Okay, I understand this now. Actually, it's still hard. In the chat says Reach is the only one that's not on Xbox One right now. The only Halo. Because the Master Chief Collection.
Right.
Even
then, damn, perfect sense.
Halo Wars for Xbox One. Wait, are those in the collection?
I have no idea. I don't really care.
Those don't count as games. Get your real-time strategy out of my console.
Very exciting news comes from GameSpot again.
Always GameSpot.
What did they spot?
GameSpot.
GameSpot, where this game stop.
Pretty good writers there.
Cool spot.
Eddie writes again, Assassin's Creed scriptwriter leaves Ubisoft, which makes me very excited, because the worst thing about Assassin's Creed is their fucking stories.
Yeah.
And you think they're going to nail it. You think Civil or Revolutionary War, yes, they're going to nail it. They're going to nail the American Revolutionary War.
Nope.
They tanked it. Oh, French Revolutionary War, yes, they're going to do it. They fucking tank it. Pirates, they sort of nailed.
Yeah, they nailed it.
It's like time travel.
I'm very excited because I really don't think the writing and the stories in these games
We'll get
are
new
great.
stuff. Yeah.
So he's leaving to join Certain Affinity as the new Call of Duty and Halo support studio.
Good luck with him.
Enters an ambitious new phase. Who the fuck knows what that means?
Assassin's Creed. Black Ops.
Yes.
I'd buy it.
Ezio comes back from the dead to play zombies.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You're Ezio killing his family.
Oh man.
You realize you just came up with the best game of all time, right?
We should hit up Ubisoft with that before this other team takes it.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. Sonic Adventure.
No.
I'm glad he's gone. It also makes me worry about my wallet because I am very prone to buy Assassin's Creed games, and now that
Do you
he's
think you're gonna
gone,
buy the new one?
I'm saying no, but I'm probably gonna get it. Like I'm probably gonna wait until it's really until it's like cheaper. But I'm not gonna like pre-order that shit or buy it like when it comes out.
I'm done with pre-ordering. Batman Arkham Knight is the last game I'll ever pre-order.
Yeah, everything else I'm like waiting. Yeah. I'm not even pre-ordering Fallout because there's kind of no point for me to pre-order it.
Yeah.
I just want to play it.
Yeah.
I don't care. And there's no point of pre-order Battlefront because no, I'm waiting.
GameSpot, we're
just waiting on that shit.
Cause a lot of people who have played it said it's fun. But here's the thing: we have been so wrapped around in this universe of Call of Duty and Battlefield for so long. Do we remember what those original Battlefront games were supposed to be about?
Yeah.
I played them.
That's the thing.
I played them recently.
But have you played the new Battlefront though? People who have played
the new Battlefront.
People who have played the new Battlefront recently have said it's fun, but have they thought back to what those original games were and what they are supposed to be?
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared about, because my expectations is that this new game should be and feel like the first two original games.
Yeah.
And if it's not that, I'm going to be very disappointed. Because you know what? I don't like buying Battlefield. So I don't want to buy another fucking Battlefield game, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
GameSpot's Alex Newhouse writes, animated movie about emojis is in the works.
What was the guy's name? Millhouse?
Alex Newhouse.
Oh.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
There's a little movie that
it's called Minions.
I think we all really love, called The Lego Movie.
Yeah.
Very successful.
Yeah.
No one thought it was going to be good whatsoever.
Especially
me.
Movie.
I thought it was going to be terrible.
We
and
saw
it was
multiple times
amazing.
in theaters.
But I think
I saw it 5 times in theaters. I'd never seen a movie 5 times.
And this is what scares me. I think the Lego Movie has started this domino effect of, let's just make movies about anything.
Yeah.
Emojis? Are you fucking kidding me?
It's called Minions. It's an emoji movie.
Yeah,
That's so
I don't fucking
weird.
get it.
By
I
the
don't
same
fucking
director
get
of
it.
Pixels.
God, no.
No,
Well,
by the same house of Pixels.
The director of Pixels is the guy who directed the first 2 Harry Potter movies. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Pixels.
That's how downhill that guy's career has been.
What?
So, yeah, he directed. He also directed the.
You fucking did Sorcerer's Stone. What
I
are
know.
you doing with your life?
It was
Chris
'cause
Columbus.
He stuck so well to the source material.
Yeah.
Unlike everyone else.
Ugh, whatever.
It's okay.
I don't
the only
even
good
care.
one is still the third one.
And it's a lot like how. Like The Last of Us should have been remastered for the PS4 because it's one of the greatest games of all time. And then other people started like, oh, we should remaster our game so they get on the new consoles so people will keep playing them. Here's the thing, you're not the greatest game of all time.
Yeah.
And that's sort of the same thing with the Lego movie. Like, the Lego movie's so fucking good. It's like, oh, we should make movies about dumb things. Here's the thing, you're not the writer/directors of those movies.
I call it...
Like, God forbid, Mega Bloks is like, hey, let's
No.
make a movie.
No.
Or what's the other? Is that Mega Bloks as well that do like, they do like
There's-
Lego type stuff, but it's not.
There's
It's for
Nanoblocks, the
kids
Japanese
who
thing.
like don't know how to play with Legos and will
Yeah.
swallow Lego.
Yeah,
Legos
it's like they
and
have
things.
like Indian ones and night ones and stuff.
I like calling it the Watchmen effect because this is exactly what happened when Alan Moore wrote Watchmen. Because everyone was like, "We can do this," but all they saw in Watchmen was, "Oh, there's more sex and violence."
Yeah.
Let's avoid all the
Let's
commentary and
Let's all
writing.
avoid the quality in storytelling, and just focus on.
Rob Liefeld, get over here.
Moving on. I don't fucking emojis are stop.
Stupid.
Hollywood, stop. We just want you
Stupid.
to stop. That's all we want.
Just go play Rocket League. Like, what
Let's
are you
go
doing?
play Rocket League, motherfuckers.
Finally, a movie with no.
Sticking to GameSpot, Eddie
Rocket
writes.
League the movie.
Speaking of other pointless movies that we're getting, but this makes me very excited because this movie landed a director that I had no idea. I had no expectations of. This guy is going to direct a Minecraft movie.
Alfonso Cuarón.
Eddie from GameSpot writes, Minecraft movie lands It's Always Sunny Rob McElhenney as director. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna be the best
Okay.
movie ever.
Okay, what? And 2, what? There's a Minecraft movie coming out and it's director of Always Sunny?
Yeah.
I was really hoping for Alfonso Cuarón when he said that.
The whole movie is just like the character doing crack. Rickety cricket, get over here.
Rob McElhenney is fucking...
What? I don't understand. I'm so
He's fucking
confused.
hilarious. So
I'm so confused.
I'm very excited.
It's just a whole movie of Minecraft animations from YouTube.
Like, what? I'm so confused.
Here's an interesting question from the chat. Just to go on a little tangent here. Taipawa Etsia, I probably totally butchered that name there. Why do you Americans love Kim Kardashian? None of us love Kim
We
Kardashian.
hate that bitch.
No.
You have to understand the
No.
media reports things that they think we want to care about, but we
Yeah.
really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Really, all I want to hear about is stupid things Donald Trump says because it's funny.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian is one of the worst parasites of our country.
Yeah.
Worse than E. coli?
She
Yes.
does. That woman does nothing to.
She does
She
nothing.
came out with a book that was entirely selfies.
Wait, like actually?
Yeah. And it made a lot of money.
Well, yeah, because Americans are stupid. Like.
So, to answer your question, I don't know why the rest of America likes it, but the people I like to associate myself with, we could give less of a fuck about
She
Kim
never.
Kardashian.
Like, this is
slow-
the first time she's ever come up in conversation.
Yeah.
In
I-
like years.
So it was a very interesting question. It was like, have we ever mentioned her?
I just slowly hide my phone that has the Kim Kardashian Hollywood game.
Actually, could we make that like an obvious thing, like BzG News not sponsored by Kim Kardashian?
We could do
not
like a fake
associated.
advertisement in each of our YouTube like videos. This episode of BzG's Talking Shit is not sponsored by Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
This
So thank you
episode
to whoever. What was the name?
Taipawa Etsia. Esia?
Tapawa.
Taipawa.
She got the power.
But anyway,
All of
Rob
our
McElhenney is directing Minecraft.
That's
movie.
so weird.
Can we have all our episodes just sponsored by Kung Pao Enter the Fist?
That'd
Yeah.
be one
Of
us is wearing a push-up bra.
Our
Sexual
preferences are our own
business.
Moving on. I'm done.
You go that way. I'll go home.
If you haven't watched Kung Pao Enter the Fist,
It's the best.
you don't
Film.
have to.
You really don't have to. It's like a half
It's
hour
the
of
dumbest.
bald and like another like 2 hours of why am I still watching this?
It's sort of like not idle hands, but whoa, smiley face. It's sort of like
Yeah.
smiley face. For the first 15 minutes, you're like,
This
this is
is
hilarious, and then for the rest of the movie, you're like, oh my god.
Like
why?
I want to get high to get through this now. Like that's it.
Keeping to GameSpot. I think the rest of our things are at GameSpot. No,
GameStop.
this is our last GameSpot.
GameSpot sponsored by GameSpot.
Eddie writes, officially licensed PS4 media remote has been revealed. PDP's media remote can control up to 4 devices. Will launch this fall for $30.
I don't need it. I'm good.
Just thought it was very interesting.
Okay.
Like they usually come out with that stuff. Like
Yeah.
they came out with one for the PS2 even. Like
The PS4 media remote requires 2 AAA batteries. Battery life is pegged at a minimum of 6 months under normal use.
are we not past this battery bullshit?
I know. It's the you'd think you'd be able to power it with like the thing to power the fucking controller.
Yeah, I don't need it. I'm good.
Who needs batteries?
I use that $30 to go for another PS4 controller.
Yeah.
Like what I actually need instead of like just charging my thing and sitting there.
I'd rather just buy games.
I'm Henry.
All right. Our last piece of the news for the day, for the week. Because as you guys know,
Ever. We're ending the show.
BzG News is up every Wednesday at 12:15 p.m. Pacific time, where we'd like to talk about the nerdy news, sometimes the political news,
News.
sometimes the pop culture news, anything I really want to fucking talk about.
Sometimes
I'm gonna bring on the show.
Just wieners.
Yeah, sometimes
We just sit down and talk about wieners. for
sometimes
hours.
we just make fun of Ricky's dumb face.
Yeah, sometimes it's
Oh,
my
look
dumb
at it.
face.
Look at that.
I accept it.
What are
Yeah.
these? You
By
call
the
them
way,
eyelashes.
for the audience, every time they hear my keys jingle, it's me scratching my balls because I'm wearing sweatpants.
Oh yeah, Ricky decided to go all out and not giving a shit today, where he just showed up in my car in sweatpants
And the same shirt he was wearing last week.
Yeah.
and the same shirt you were wearing last week.
And I'm wearing this
You're
bullshit.
a piece of work,
Yeah.
Ricardo
I
Baldazan.
know.
Our last piece of news comes from IGN, written by Scott
Obama.
Scott Kalura, who writes Star Wars Episode 8, looking at Benicio del Toro to star as a villain.
I dig it.
I dig it. So I have 2 separate thoughts about this. One,
Yes. And 2, yes.
no. My first thought was...
The collector and.
My first thought was,
Mm-hmm.
We had one main pivotal villain throughout the original series. That was Darth Vader. Also the Emperor.
Yeah.
We sort of already have 2 of those people for Episode 7. We have Kylo Ren, and we have some other dude. I forget his name.
Oh, I don't even know who the other dude is. Oh, wait, I do know who the other dude
Yeah,
is.
I just forget his name.
Yeah.
Greg.
The problem with the prequel trilogy,
Was
Darth
that-
Maul was the fucking coolest villain,
And they just like.
and he died.
They literally sliced him in half and left him.
He should have been left alive, and he should have been the main fucking villain throughout the 3
In the
prequels.
expanded universe, he lived.
I don't give a shit. Half the expanded universe doesn't even matter anymore. It's just that those 2 fucking TV shows and a couple comics. I don't give a fuck.
It should have been Darth Maul throughout the whole prequel trilogy until the 3rd one, where the Emperor was just like, "You're gonna kill him off because you're
Yeah.
I knew."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it should have gone down.
That's how
because
it should
Darth
have
Maul
gone
was
down.
cool as fuck.
Remember how in the Clone Wars show, General Grievous was really cool, and in the movies he's just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now we're gonna get a new villain, which
Which
doesn't.
is I'm sort of concerned about, like,
We're not gonna have a lot of Kylo Ren.
I don't know. We don't know.
Like,
A thought, because here's my main thought was who's the guy that they cast from Flash.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, who's the
Savior of the universe.
Who's the villain in that? Who plays the villain in that movie?
I forget.
But he's cast in Star Wars Episode 7, and I'm like 98% sure he's supposed to play one of the villains.
And if tradition
And then we're
serves us correct,
Being the Merciless?
It's always two.
yeah, there's
There's
always
a master and an apprentice.
that's always how it is.
So
no matter what.
I don't know.
There's the master.
But I also do really love Benicio del Toro.
I do. There's something
He's
about
a phenomenal actor.
There's something about his face and how he looks like the older brother to the guy from Entourage, you know?
Oh, Johnny Drama?
Yeah. Wait, is that him? The main guy?
No,
Guy
that's
who plays
Vincent Chase.
The guy who plays Aquaman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Benicio del Toro's younger brother. He doesn't look like Drama. Don't they kind of look alike? I'm hella going off track.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He just plays the Collector. Marvel is now in Star Wars. We have found God.
That's I don't know. That's
I have
making
two
me worried.
separate thoughts about it. I'm excited because I really like him as an actor and like seeing him.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
also sort of worried in the production side of it and what's going on with writing and all of that stuff.
Like we're either
So-
gonna get like super overwhelmed by like villains and they're
Yeah,
not gonna be
like
focusing.
like how it was in the prequel.
Spider-Man 3.
Or,
Spider-Man 3.
and then I'm also worried about like Kylo Ren because I finally like accepted the fact that like Kylo Ren is our villain and I'm finally shipping him. I like the guy from Girls. I like watching Girls. I think he's a good
I
actor.
ship it.
I ship it.
You don't need to ship it. It's actually happening.
Yeah.
You don't need to ship it. It's already in the cargo.
But yeah. I mean, I like him already and stuff, and like if they're just gonna like throw him out after a while just to have like another
I'm
guy,
nervous.
like,
I'm nervous.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like we just started this relationship.
For nothing.
Why are you fucking up right now?
And you're already trading in.
And
for
that was our
another-
last piece of news for
Yeah.
today at BzG News. Thank you for joining us. Again, we come up. We're live every Wednesday, 12:15 p.m. Pacific
Yes.
time. On here, twitch.tv/baiazonagamers. If you want to check more of our content out, we have a YouTube page down below if you're watching this on Twitch.
Tune in at 10 p.m. for the night show.
Yeah.
Where it gets sensual.
Yeah. There's a picture of me eating pizza. You can click on that. Check out our YouTube page. We have a couple different shows on there. We have quick reviews where we do 1-minute reviews on whatever the fuck we want to review. We've got Talking Shit, which is a topical based show where one of us brings in a topic and then we talk some shit about it. And then the third show that we do is Let's Play Some Shit, where we do Let's Plays of whatever the fuck we want.
Yep.
I've been thinking I want to do a Let's Play of a board game at one point. I think that'd be.
I was thinking that.
Monopoly.
I was gonna say
Not Monopoly.
next up we're gonna do a Let's Play of Life.
I want to do like a Let's Play of Life or something. Like I think
Let's Play of Life. I'm born. This is cool.
If we're gonna do if we're like actually gonna do a board game, I want to do a Let's Play of Munchkin. I think that's like a pretty cool one.
Of Munchkin. That'd be cool.
Because like there's so
But
much.
thank
like,
you
to
for
it.
joining us here.
Cut me off.
and check us out. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. okay. I forget how to end this show. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Week of something.
Oh, here we go. So, if you want to keep up to date of what's
Oh.
going on in the BzG world and what we're doing, you can follow us on Twitter at baiazonagamers. You can also follow me at BenandlerChong. You can follow Henry at Henrosaurus. You can't follow Ricky
You
because
can stalk him.
You can stalk Ricky, I guess, but not on the tweets.
You can
'cause he
stalk
ain't-
Ricky at this address. Like an address just comes out and it's blocked.
And you can follow us on the tweets. If you don't have the tweets like Ricky over here, you can email us at baiazonagamers@gmail.com for any inquiries that you have about our show and all that good stuff. You can also tweet at our tech guys at 7Morris, but the O in Morris is a 0 if you have any technical questions, how we look so beautiful, how we sound like
Angels.
how we sound like Fergie, I guess. That'll be my reference for today, how we all
Okay.
sound amazing like Fergie.
Okay.
So, yeah, check us
I'm gonna make you drunk.
So do all of that, and thank you for watching. And until next week, guys, have a great day. Have a great week full of nerdy news filled with Star Wars, Blink-182,
And Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian. Thank you.